first session of the New Zealand International Weightlifting Competition. We've still got just about 3 minutes until presentation, and then after presentation we'll have a 10-minute wait before the lifting starts. I'm Declan Ward. I'm one of the senior lifters, not at this competition, but in New Zealand, and I'm joined by Hayley Whiting, who will be competing later tomorrow. So our first lifter will be Elizabeth Granger in the 59 category, joined by Mona Petroyas and Rihanna Frogger. In the 64 category, we'll have Olivia Salamaya, Emma Mcintyre and Georgia Wedd. In the 71 category, we'll have Emma Wright, Samara Wright, no relation, I believe, and Rachel Duncan and Megan Signal, who will be coming out for the presentation in about 2 minutes.
So we can see there Olivia Salamaya out in the back room warming up. It's Olivia's 16th birthday today. And she is one of our 64 kilo athletes.
I believe she's one of the younger females in the competition. I think there's one of the 16-year-old in one of the later sessions. But certainly the youngest in this session.
On screen now you'll see Rihanna Frogger. She's newer to the sport, having qualified for this event just in her last chance. I believe she has a past experience in performing arts, so should be quite calm on the stage. Here we have Georgia Wedd, also in the 64 kilo class.
Also scattered around the room, we can see some athletes will be competing in the later session, so nice to see them helping out before.
On screen now you'll see Mona Petroyas. She's from South Africa, but currently lives in Auckland. Mona is a 4-time Commonwealth Games athlete, and she won the bronze medal at 2018, so she's attended 2006, 10, 14 and 18, so very experienced.
Also the only athlete in this session not from New Zealand.
So we can see the girls lining up now to come out for a presentation. So just waiting for the athletes to take the stage for presentation.
So, lifter number 1, Elizabeth Granger, 59 category from New Zealand. Mona Petroyas in the 59 category as well, South African athlete. Rihanna Frogger from New Zealand as well, last lifter in the 59 category. Samara in the 64 category, our youngest athlete. Emma Mcintyre in the 64 category as well.
Also representing New Zealand, Georgia Webb.
And our final 64 lifter, Georgia Webb. Now in the 71 category, got Emma Wright. And Samara Wright, another 71 kilo lifter. Rachel Duncan, another one of the younger athletes of the sessions. And then Megan Sigmund, probably the most decorated athlete aside from Petroyas.
You have 10 minutes to the start competition.
There will now be 10 minutes until the first lift of the competition.
Which at this stage looks to be Georgia Webb with the 63 kilo snatch. But we might expect that to change a little bit. And here we have our technical officials.
So on the left, so the center ref today is Pauline Floyd. The left referee is Odette Smith. The right referee, Jason Fanning. The technical controller, Alex Stewart.
So we're just announcing our referees here. For our centre ref, we've got Paul Poplin. Our side refs are Jason Fanning and Odette Smith. And then our technical officials,
Alex Stewart.
and
And you're going to have to forgive us because we've already forgot the last name.
super professional team here on the live stream. So we've got 9 minutes into our first lift.
Those are your technical officials for today. We now have just over 8 minutes today until the start of competition.
So just over 8 minutes 30 till the start of competition. So this is a pretty big competition here today for everyone out the back due to COVID restrictions. Pretty much all of the competitions leading into this year's Birmingham Commonwealth Games have been cancelled or due to MIQ requirements. A lot of athletes haven't been able to they've been able to get to competitions but not get home. So this is pretty much a one-shot wonder for all the athletes out the back today.
So we're expecting some of the athletes at the back to just be getting kind of game fit for the Commonwealth Games, and others looking to make a last-ditch effort to qualify.
Yeah. I believe in this session, no one has yet qualified for the Com Games. Yeah. So there'll be some big lifts going up today. So not only do you have to win your session today, you have to be looking in pretty good shape for the NZOC to select you, looking competitive at the Commonwealth Games.
I believe it's a potential for a top 6 placing.
Yeah, top 6, top 8, yeah. So there'll be some good competition today. A few girls have moved weight class sort of last minute also. So making some last minute attempts to get onto a really big stage in Birmingham later this year.
And the weight categories here are the same weight categories that are going to be at Birmingham?
Correct. So we saw Elizabeth Granger just recently competed at the Commonwealth Champs, which was held in conjunction with the World Champs in Uzbekistan. So she competed as a 64 there. So we've seen her come down to a 59, which is quite a good tactical move from her, as the 64 kilo class is very competitive. Obviously, Mona is here today and she can place in this event, but not competitively through the New Zealand qualification for the Com Games. We have, in the 71s, we have Megan Signal, who had an opportunity to place a total to qualify for the Commonwealth Games at the Olympics, but unfortunately had to withdraw due to injury. So this will be her first time back on the platform since that. So that will be very exciting.
But she's very capable of some pretty big lifts. So
Yeah.
we'll just have to see what kind of shape she's in at the moment.
Absolutely.
because-
Very experienced, phenomenal athlete, but big injury. Yeah.
And then at the same time, we've got some less experienced athletes who are very much up and coming. These days, you just never really know what Olivia's capable of because
Yeah.
she's
PBs
got
every week.
age on her side.
A few girls here today with their first time wearing a New Zealand suit too, which is very exciting.
And some new suits as well.
Absolutely, some new virus suits. So everyone should be looking pretty sharp. So for those watching at home, warming up can be quite a technical process. Coaches and support crew out the back there making sure they're counting the number of lifts until their athlete's on the platform, making sure they're warmed up in perfect time. So you'll see some athletes still sort of sitting back, relaxing out the back, and others warming up. And generally, athletes don't load their own bar out the back. It's a bit of a VIP service.
It's always interesting watching how some athletes decide to warm up as well. Some prefer to just stick with the bar, and then we saw Emma Mcintyre there doing some more elaborate stretching. Just depends on what the athletes prefer and what they generally do in training.
And potentially how old the athlete is. On screen now we can see Georgia Wedge. She's lifted for New Zealand before.
Doesn't quite look too happy with that lift, but
Always getting out those pre-comp jitters on your warm-up attempts there. So she's another one that's dropped down weight class last minute. She was a 71, and then at verification of entries on Thursday, I believe she dropped down to 64. This is Emma Wright. Emma's a very good CrossFit athlete, and she's been in and out of the weightlifting scene in New Zealand for a long time. I think potentially her first New Zealand team was in 2017 as a 75 kilo athlete before the weight classes changed. Since then, she's had an Achilles rupture. So she's, very good CrossFit athlete also. So even though we don't see her lots and lots on the stage, she's super experienced. This is Rachel Duncan. So she is still a junior athlete. She's moved up a weight class, so was a 64 and is now competing as a 71, which is always exciting because we see some strength gains with a little bit of extra weight, especially in such a young athlete.
got just under 3 minutes before our first lifter comes out. At this stage is still looking to be Georgia Wed. Given how close the openers are with Rihanna, we might expect some changes there.
So hopefully we should get some good event photography from today's sessions. A couple of photographers around. That's Emma Mcintyre there. Emma's based in Christchurch. Phenomenally strong athlete. So looking forward to some big numbers from her today.
A relatively late comer to the weightlifting game as well.
That's why she was doing those elaborate stretches earlier. She started in CrossFit, I believe. I believe she was a horse rider.
Oh,
potentially.
Not too certain. I think she has a bit of a track background.
Oh, yes.
In athletics.
Hurdling, I think. This is Olivia here, 16-year-old as of today. She's competed for New Zealand a few times also. So although her young age, she does have some experience under her belt. She's a great energy on the platform, so I'm looking forward to seeing her lift today. Just in the left corner of our screen, we have Samara Wright.
1 minute and 15 seconds to start competition.
She hasn't competed lots over the last few years just due to injury, but she is a previous junior world champs competitor.
Oh my God.
So it'll be good to see her return strong to the platform today. This is Mona Pretorius here. Again, as we spoke about before, she's got lots of experience. It'll be great to see her lift on the stage here today. And we're going live to the platform in 35 seconds. Beautiful. So for those watching at home, there'll be each athlete gets a minute to complete their lift. If they are following themselves, they will get 2 minutes. And that all depends on where people are coming in numbers-wise. So we'll talk you through that as we go. We've just seen a change on the bar there from Georgia going up to 64 kilos for her opener, which is good.
This won't change the lifting order, though, so she'll still be the first to come out unless she moves to 65 kilos. But it looks like she's elected to take this weight.
Here she comes, first lift of the New Zealand International. Georgia Wed with 64 kilos on the barbell.
Looks to be a good first lift there from Georgia. Just waiting for the referee's
Great first
decision.
lift. It's always good to get those first lift jitters out.
Yep.
You can see the look on her face then.
First step to getting a total. And
Yeah. So that's great. So we'll now see the bar move to 65 kilos, which will bring out Rihanna Frogger for her first attempt. Rihanna's been making huge gains, big improvements regularly. So it's like she's an exciting young athlete to have on the scene. Here she comes. Unfortunate no lift there from Rihanna. She will get to attempt that again. And I believe at this stage, yes, due to following herself, she will have 2 minutes once this bar's reset.
Thank you, loaders. Bar has been timed. Clock is started. Rihanna, you have 2 minutes.
Always difficult taking a first attempt on a big stage like this for the first time. Yeah. And we can see there, she just lost it forward. I'm sure she'll correct that.
generally athletes pick a weight that's quite comfortable for their opener. So that'll just be possibly a little first lift jitters. Should be looking to correct now. So with the 2-minute clock, you have within the first 30 seconds to either declare the weight or change it and move up. Otherwise, you have to stick with that weight. So it looks like they haven't made any moves there, so Rihanna will be taking this weight shortly.
Here she comes. So just overcorrected there a little bit, hey. So we do often see that too, unfortunately, a miss to the front, a miss to the back.
So she will be needing to make this final lift in order to secure a total.
And to carry on in the competition. Unfortunately, not too many lifters close by in weights, so moving up wouldn't buy her much time. But generally, you don't need too much time on snatches. No.
They're just a less fatiguing
Not
lift.
as long recovery. Hopefully she can regather herself here and put one away on this platform. You can see some pretty deep focus there from Rihanna. I always feel for athletes in this situation. It's never a nice feeling. You've done all this work. Unfortunately, no lift there from Rihanna. So unfortunately that means Rihanna will be out of the competition. It's a pretty rough entrance to her first New Zealand comp, but speaking from experience, having been there, done that.
Yeah, every comp's a learning experience, so she'll be sure to bounce back from this.
Absolutely. You can definitely see there's huge potential there for her. Up next we have Mona Petroyas.
Looks like our system's just lagging a little bit.
So just having a little technical difficulties here. The system is just lagging.
It's unfortunate that this happens because it looked like Mona was very much prepared to go for that lift. And
you have to recenter herself and come out again. I think lucky for her with her experience, I'm sure this has happened before.
Not going to be too much of a knock to the confidence.
I wouldn't think so. So as we said before, Mona is a 4-time Commonwealth Games athlete, so seeking qualification for her 5th Commonwealth Games. She told me earlier she's been in the sport for 22 years. So that's very, very impressive. Lucky to have an athlete of that calibre on our platform today.
Yeah, a fair few more years than some of the athletes who have been alive on this session.
All right, here she comes.
Let's go. Come on.
Very tidy lift from Mona there.
You would have heard that wee buzzer go off as the clock hit 30 seconds, and that will happen. If the athlete lifts the bar off the floor before 30 seconds, that buzzer will not go off. And it's just a bit of a time indication for the athletes so they know how much longer they've got to take their lift. So we can see on the replay here, pretty solid opener there from Mona. Beautiful lift. Here we have Georgia Wedd coming back to the platform for her 2nd attempt at 68 kilos. Beautiful.
Another good lift there from Georgia.
Looked a bit more comfortable and calm than her opener, which is always good to see.
Certainly.
Very lucky today with our live stream with all the good angles that we're getting from the cameras. So now you'll see a little bit of jostling around the scoreboard.
As the lifts get a little bit closer together, the call on the lifters will change, which makes it a bit more exciting spectator sport. One of the interesting things with weightlifting competitions rather than powerlifting is the bar only ascends. There are no rounds, so lifters can follow themselves, and different lifters can compete each other with their numbers and try force out other lifters when they're less prepared.
Absolutely. So when we have athletes from the same weight class, we might see a little bit of gaming, a little bit of technical changes of weights, moving of weights to burn people. They call it burning people's clocks. So you'll often see someone might be, have a 2-minute clock to follow themselves, and another athlete will change their weight.
Yeah, a lot more strategy to weightlifting competitions than powerlifting.
So we've just seen that happen. Here's Mona coming out again as Granger has moved up to 73 kilos. So this will be Mona's 2nd attempt on 71. So a 3-kilo rise from her 1st attempt.
just a little bit forward there.
A little bit forward there. So Mona will have another opportunity to come out and take that lift, and she will be following herself. So again, we'll have that 2-minute clock. She knows exactly what she did there. You can see by the look on her face. So I'm sure she will see her come out and correct that. Seeing some fanning going on back there, so it must be pretty hot out in the back room. So that was the 30-second buzzer there to end the period of time where she can change her weight.
Not too sure whether she's put in a declaration there. Not too sure how much support staff she's got, but we can see her immediate coach has been with her. And she is coming back out for an attempt.
I'm sure we'll see her put this away. Good save. Good lift there from Mona. So we can see her working pretty hard there to stay back and keep that bar back. Great save from Mona. So going 2 from 3 on her snatches, finishing with 71 kilos. So there's still one 59-kilo athlete to take the stage.
That'll be Ellie Granger, who's looking to follow Georgia, who's coming out for her third lift.
So Georgia's taking the stage now with a 72 snatch. It's looking at 8 kilos over body weight here, which is very impressive. Holding on to that one. Georgia also going 2 from 3 in her snatches, finishing with a best snatch of 68 kilos.
No, sorry, 73 kgs.
So this will now bring out Elizabeth Granger for her first attempt in the women's 59.
Final 59 lifter to come out, so looking for a gold medal placing.
Absolutely, and a ticket to the Commonwealth Games. So we last saw compete in Uzbekistan in December, the Commonwealth Championship. So again, relatively experienced lifter. Beautiful opener there from Ellie. Stopping for the judge's decision. 3 white lights, very good.
That's solidified her place in the competition for now.
Very good opener.
So a quick reminder, can everyone please turn off their cell phones or put it in silent mode? Exactly, to work hard so you don't want to distract them.
So Ellie Granger's still on the board to come out next, but she'll almost certainly be moving up, which will send out possibly Emma Wright, given that her and Samara have put the same opening attempt of... Oh, nope, just changed now. Emma's gone up to 76, so Samara will be the lifter to follow.
Expecting Ellie to move up. So this 1 kilo increment is just the automatic increment that goes in through the system.
So they got that change in just in time.
Please at 75 kgs in the bar. This now moves the call to Samara, right?
We can see out the back here, Samara Wright's still warming up, so I suspect she will be moving up for her opener.
It'd be a relatively quick turnaround if she were taking 75
Absolutely.
Twice in the minute.
So if Samara was to move up, we will then see Rachel Duncan take the stage, another one of the 71 kilo athletes. So things are getting pretty close through the scoreboard now, so we'll see lots of changing.
71 kilo category looks to be probably the most competitive one in this session.
Very close, hey.
There has been a change. Loaders, 75 kg make call changes to Rachel Duncan.
Samara taking quite a big jump there, moving from 75 to 79.
Now we see Rachel Duncan come out onto the platform. Rachel's first time wearing the New Zealand suit. Very exciting. And she's opening on 75 kilos.
Weight a little bit behind there, so it looked a little bit shaky, but she held on to it pretty well.
Great first snatch. Rachel's making, another young athlete making really fast, phenomenal gains through the sport. So super exciting. And that looked, to me, pretty comfy. We see the bar remain at 75 kilos now, and Elizabeth Granger is coming out for her second attempt, so we're going back to the 59 kilo class.
Looking very calm and collected, just as she did for her first lift. Another good lift.
You can see by Ali's face there, she was pretty relieved with that wee save. She just rocked back just slightly, but beautiful lift. Verging on her snatching 20 kilos over her body weight here, so very, very impressive.
It's always interesting to see how athletes cope with a change in weight category.
Yeah.
Some athletes end up doing really well with the change, and others seems to hit them pretty hard. But
yeah, Ali
doesn't
well
seem to be one of them.
Yeah. Again, being experienced, I'm sure she's been taking this weight cut nice and slowly. So again, there's the automatic increase there for Ali, but I'm sure we'll see her move up from 76, which will most likely bring out Emma Wright for her first attempt.
There has been a change. Loaders completed 77 kg.
Correctly predicted.
77 kg for Emma Wright's first attempt.
You can see Emma Wright here coming to side of stage. She must be taking this 77. So again, Emma's an experienced CrossFit and weightlifting athlete. She first competed for New Zealand in 2017, but we haven't seen her on the weightlifting platform since 2020. So here she goes with 77 kilos.
Looks to be a good first lift there from Emma.
Beautiful smooth opener. It's always good to see the girls come out and get their first attempt.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Just eases the nerves so much as well.
Absolutely.
Snatch being a bit more of a technical lift, a bit more can go wrong.
Yeah, nerves for the coaching and the family and support at home also, hey. So here we see Ali come out for her final attempt at 77, so another 2 kilo jump here for her, just trying to secure a really good total. Looking to go 3 from 3 here, Ali. Not quite there. So she'll finish her snatch session securing 75 kilos, which I'm sure she'll still be happy with that.
Looking like Olivia's coming out for her first attempt now.
On 78 kilos, so Olivia's in the 64 kilo weight class. So lots of girls coming in between 78 and 80, so we're about to see it get very, very busy. And we've just heard over the announcement that this will be a youth record, so a New Zealand youth record for Olivia at... Oh, we've just seen Olivia go up. Okay, so this...
Youth record's not enough for her.
Okay, now we've moved again. So now this brings out Samara Wright at 79 kilos for her opening attempt. Samara's has been to the Junior World Champs.
Samara's clock has started, but we also have 5 lifters who have elected.
For 80 as their opener. Smart move here, I think, opening that at 79. It just gets your athlete out before having to sit through lots of attempts at 80.
Yeah, get a number on the board and then you can play games after.
Absolutely. So here we go, Samara Wright, 79 kilos for her opener in the female 71 class. Just rocked back there a little bit, unfortunately. So she will be following herself at this stage unless we see a move up to 80, which potentially she will.
With that move up to 80, though, she opens herself up to having her clock
A long
burned.
wait.
But that would have
And
to
a
be
long wait.
a lot of coaches teaming up together
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
do that.
So we'll see here if she takes this again or moves up. It looks strong, just a little bit unbalanced in the receive there. See the frustration on the face there. So as athletes, we always know when we haven't quite slotted it into the spot. So I believe we're going to see Samara follow herself here and stick with the 79 to secure that weight. See her coach there, Ray Everest.
Difficulty with the snatches, it's not so much can you pull it high enough, but can you put it in the right place?
Absolutely.
Almost a throwing and a catching sport, the snatch.
It's always a bit of a waiting game when we've got athletes following themselves. The 2 minutes, I'm sure, goes fast for them, but goes slow for us. So we can see here on our board, you can get a good idea of where all these athletes are coming in. So we have Olivia, Emma and Megan all opting for 80 as their opener at the moment. It's a very tight competition. 40 seconds remaining. So here we see Samara coming back out for her second attempt and hopefully to get herself in the game.
And a good correction there from Samara.
Just waiting for the ref decision there. Just a wee technical difficulty. 3 white lights, good lift.
Just looking to build suspense. Currently, all the remaining lifters have 80 kilos as their next attempt. Unlikely that all of them will be taking that.
Here we have Olivia coming out at 80 kilos. Not sure if Declan just said this, but a Youth New Zealand record attempt.
Got her on the board. Yep, Megan signals looking ready to come out, so potentially, yep, and Emma has moved up. numbers starting to change here. A lot less 80s, a bit more 81s and 82s. And here, Megan Siegel. That's certainly a good list. She'll be kicking herself there because that was very close. Emma Wright looking ready to come out though, so I don't think we're too certain of what's happening here.
Rachel's gone up, Lotus completed 81 kgs in the bar. This is moving the call to Emma for a second attempt. Thank you, Lotus. Bar has been cut, clock is started. Emma Wright.
And just looking to buy a bit more time.
Keeper, yes, good girl.
Another good lift for Emma.
Lotus, please have 81 kgs higher in the bar.
Just looking at the clean and jerks there, it seems like Rachel possibly has a little bit of a lower clean and jerk, so she's probably looking to make up some. Definitely. So looking to capitalise on a potentially higher snatch there in preparation for possibly a lower clean and jerk relative to the competition. Good first lift there for Emma. Can be some tight competition between Emma and Olivia. Also elected to have the same opener on the clean and jerk, but we're certain that'll be moving a little bit. has changed to Megan, but all these jumps are relatively small compared to what we expect they would take, so looking for them to move up a bit more.
Megan's going up, Byron into 82, ball moves to Samara.
She's ready to come out. Unfortunately, just lost it behind. You can see the side on view here, 45 degrees. Just looks like she came behind a little early. Good decision moving up, clearly. And just put herself in first place for the snatch session currently. Really looked like she'd just put that away, but fortunately not. Can we get a side on view for that? Here we are. Oh, really was just that close. Another very snappy lift from Megan. As far as I'm aware, I think she has hit 100 in training, potentially.
Going up, 83 kgs remaining at the bar, but the call moves to Olivia.
Given how close her second attempt was, we are expecting her to just put this right away. can't imagine the judges are going to have too much trouble with that. They are looking to build some suspense again. And another record there for Emma to add to the collection. Lydia quite happy with that lift. As she should be.
Keep it. Keep squeezing.
Highly unlikely that she will take the 84, so we'll probably see Emma coming out next. Readying up with some looks like they're a little green, but I'm sure they'll improve. I should know this.
Going, come on. Go in.
Another good lift from Emma there. Definitely. I've just received word from her coach that 88 is in fact her competition best, but she has hit 89 in training, so getting pretty close to some all-time best lifts now. And another good lift. Some great consistency there. I'm certainly going to see a lot more tactics here where the numbers are so close. Exactly.
Nice team. Great loading. Great loading, team. Great loading. Oh, also, do we have like a hammer? So we can
This is the first time this stage has been used. Quite special just due to this, obviously, COVID circumstances. This could have been quite a small-scale competition, but we've got a full competition platform set up here, raised platform, which makes it feel all that much more special for the athletes. So we're 40 seconds away from opening here. First weight on the bar is 88 kilos, and this is going to see Elizabeth Granger come out. So she snatched 75 and is currently in the lead of the 59s.
She'll need a total in the ballpark of 170 in order to qualify for the Commonwealth Games. So
Right.
a bit of an ask, but certainly
Yeah, so
possible.
we're looking for 95 kilo clean and jerk, which from 88 would see some decent jumps up towards there.
Certainly.
Again, her coach Tina Ball is very experienced, so I'm sure she's all over it.
Miners, please have 80 kgs at the bar.
See Ali there waiting to take the stage, pretty eager. Part of her support crew is actually her husband, so James Granger there. Here comes Ali for her first clean and jerk attempt here. 88 kilos on the bar. She'll be looking to put this away just to secure a total. Good clean.
A little bit shaky there on the jerk.
Wait for the judge. So we've got 2 whites there. So it is deemed a good lift. We do have a jury here today, so juries can overturn decisions. But at the moment, that's a good lift there from Ali. Good to get that on the board.
All three of the 59 kilo lifters look like they're possibly going to take something in the ballpark of 88 for their first attempt, but we'll have to see whether that changes.
Here comes Mona for her first attempt, also at 88 kilos. Currently sitting 4 kilos behind Ali after the snatch, so we'll need to bring out a big clean and jerk to take first place.
Speed. Go.
Easy opener there from Mona.
Very solid
Yeah,
jerk.
nice solid jerk. Happy with that one as she comes off the platform there.
One thing you want to have as a weightlifter is a convincing jerk.
Absolutely.
You don't want to leave any doubt in the referee's mind.
You don't want to clean it and not jerk it either.
Just see those rock solid elbows there. Rihanna coming out for her clean and jerks. So she is ineligible for a total, but she can still complete her clean and jerks.
Take your time.
Easy clean there.
Drive. Wait, keep it. Keep squeezing.
So a little bit shaky there, but elbows stayed locked out.
And 3 white lights, so the 59 ladies have all opened on 88 and all put it away. So good battle here ahead of us in the clean and jerks. So looking at the numbers on the board here, I think we will see most of the 59 kilo women finish most of their clean and jerks before we move on. Potentially we'll see Georgia Weed come in, potentially Emma Wright. Just depends how big a jumps we see. So call currently on Ali, but that's just her 1 kilo increment, so up it goes.
Georgia looks like she's ready to come out, so possibly expecting her to come out. Bar moving up to 90 kilos.
You see Georgia Weed there on screen, so she'll be the next athlete to take the platform. for her first clean and jerk attempt. Loader's just loading on the extra green plate there.
Here comes Georgia.
She secured 68 in the snatch, so she'll be looking to put this away and get a total on the board. There's a clean there. A little bit dizzy there. And that often happens just from the placement of the bar on the athlete's throat. We can see them get a little bit dizzy. Generally, athletes recover really quickly. We also know Georgia has had a weight cut into this event, so that can
Certainly play a role.
yeah, definitely feed in. So you can see there as she's going for that jerk, just a little bit lightheaded. I'm sure she will compose herself and come back out and put that away. So she's got a 2-minute clock for that. We may see a rise in the bar just to give her a little bit more rest. We may not. If she was to move to 91, she would then have 3 lifts before her.
I've seen one of her coaches just write something down, so possibly putting in a declaration so that they can move up
If required, yeah. Give her as much time as possible, hey.
given that there are a few lifters who have 91 there, it would be a tactical decision to just get a bit more time, especially if you are feeling a little bit dizzy in that.
Does it like she's going to come back out and take this potentially? It's also the risk of moving up. You get more rest, but you risk then also having to put away a heavier weight. So it can be safer sometimes to stay and take it off. Here she comes. So she will be taking 90 kilos again.
See what the referees think, but they're happy.
Much more composed that time.
Secured a total, so that'll be all weight off her chest.
Much better lockout overhead there. A little bit further behind, able to save that one. So we're now seeing the barbell loaded to 91 kilos. And this will bring out Mona for her second attempt. Here she comes.
So while Ellie and Mona are both competing for Commonwealth Games spots, the selection process in South Africa will be different, so unlikely that they're competing against each other for those spots currently.
Bit of a preempt potentially to the Commonwealth Games.
Yeah, that's it, Mona. Top speed.
Good clean.
Come on. Come on.
Big smile there from Mona.
What you tend to see with the more experienced lifters is that they make the heavier lifts look easier, and just through that technical proficiency, they can express what strength they do have that much better compared to probably a more rookie lifter who has probably strength in excess relative to their lifts.
Absolutely.
Mona demonstrates that really clearly, just makes those look
great
really
jerk,
tight.
hey. Here we have Rihanna coming out for her second attempt, also at 91 kilos. These 59 kilo women are keeping it really close in the clean and jerks. See quite a bit of wobbling there, but it's just whether or not. There we go, majority decision, 2 whites, 1 red, so that is a good lift.
A little bit of an uncomfortable clean catch there, but managed to stand it up just the same.
It's always difficult for the judges just with that shaking. They've got to establish if it's just shaking or if there's been some pressing out.
Definitely.
So that's potentially why we're seeing that 1 red light there.
I probably would have been a bit more generous myself.
And here we have Elizabeth Granger coming out for her second attempt at 92 kilos. So coming 1 kilo over. The other 2 lifters in the 59s. Clean, a bit of a bounce. Good jerk. Great composure there from Ali on a bit of a hard clean, but really put that away. So that's 2 good clean and jerks for all the 59 kilo women.
Very solid lift there.
Yeah, beautiful.
It'll be interesting to see what she decides to go for a third attempt, knowing that taking a bit of a Hail Mary might be a ticket to the Com Games. But generally, Tina and her athletes tend to take a bit more conservative third attempts.
So what it really comes down to now for athletes is having their coach really on top of the current Commonwealth ranking list, just so that when nominations are put forward to the NZOC, they have a total that does put them in contention of a top 8 to 6 spot.
Lotus completes at 93 kgs in the bottom.
So yeah, certainly looking for a 171 or higher place.
So we might see a biggish jump for this last attempt.
Would be 96. But knowing that...
And she just took a 4 kilo jump, so
Yep.
yeah, I'd say that's exactly what we will see. So we're just waiting here. Call's gone back to Ali, but we know we'll see that bar come up. And then Georgia Wedd will be the athlete to follow. So the bar's now being loaded to 94, and this will see Georgia Wedd for her third attempt.
She is ready to come out.
Again in the women's 64. So these women are clean and jerking 30 plus kilos over their body weight. Here comes Georgia, her final lift of the competition. Good effort out there today.
But she has secured a total, so...
Happy with that. You're always happy when you've got a total.
Definitely. In
Yeah.
third place at the very least, should the rest of the 64 secure a total.
So her legs are pretty tired there, sliding down the stairs. Bit of a shake of the head. Always frustrating if you don't feel like you've brought out your best performance. And we now have Mona coming out onto the platform for her third clean and jerk attempt at 94 kilos.
Come on. Hop. Speed.
So 2 whites again.
Refs are happy. We've got some movement from the jury, though.
Yeah, we do have a movement from the jury.
She'll put a pause on the competition until they've reached a decision.
So the jury's in place to potentially overturn or review any decision made by the 3 judges. And it looks like that lift has been overturned, unfortunately, for Mona. So she'll finish with a best clean and jerk of 91. Again, great to have her here today, 4-time Commonwealth Games lifter. Here we have Rihanna Frogger coming out for her final clean and jerk attempt, looking to go 3 from 3.
Right off the floor. Up strong. Take your time. Really try straight now. Legs. Keep it.
So very wobbly on the recovery there, but good lift. So obviously keeping those elbows locked out. Good
Really
fight
fighting
there.
hard for that, yeah.
Nice to see her come out and go 3 from 3 after not securing a snatch. So we've seen the bar reset to 94 kilos. And it looks like we're going to see Granger come out on this for her final clean and jerk attempt. So again, looking to go 3 from 3 in her clean and jerks. And keep building on that total in hopes for Commonwealth Games qualification. Good clean. Working hard on that recovery. Another good lift there for Ali. Great session there from Ali, putting away a 169 total. So that's all the 59 women finished up for today. We now are looking at 95 kilos being loaded on the bar, and this will bring out Emma Wright in the 71 kilo weight class.
So that performance, I think, will currently put Granger in 8th place in the Commonwealth rankings currently.
Really good effort from Ali. Huge effort. Dropped a weight class. Lifted really well.
Certainly done well to maintain her lifts as she's dropped weight.
So just a few weight changes on the barbell. We've just gone to 96.
Looking to bring out Emma Wright.
So again, we can see lots of lifters coming out on similar numbers here.
Strong clean, Emma. Good, up strong. Settle. Take the bar with you.
Pretty easy opener there for Emma. This is where we see, Emma finished first in the session with her snatches. So we just see that difference in leg strength coming through on clean and jerks. Nice for her to have a total secured on the board.
A lot of lifters with their first attempts in the ballpark of 97, 98. So we'll have to see how much movement there is here.
So 98 kilos being loaded on the bar. Currently we have Olivia and Emma Mcintyre both in the 64s, both wanting 98. And that has just changed. So Olivia's gone up to 100, but Emma remains on 98. I suspect we'll see Emma move up.
Quite possibly. She tends to be a little bit stronger in the clean and jerk relative to Olivia. So it could be a good
It'll
battle
be a good
here
battle,
for the
yeah.
Commonwealth Games spot.
So call is currently on Emma. Can't see Emma. Just seen her coach head out the back there to sign off, I suspect, an increase.
Cutting it close, but probably looking to buy a bit more time for the warm-up. The timer's still going, but I'm certain a coach would have put the signature in time.
Clock has stopped now.
More a technical issue than anything else, I'm imagining.
We're
Clock
hoping.
has resumed. But no, we've had the technical official come out and ask for the clock to be paused, so
I suspect there was a change made, but just...
So here we can see the scoreboard. So
I believe there was a change made at the change table out the back, but that hasn't quite transferred through the front desk. So we're currently having a technical stoppage, and we'll see that corrected. Sorry for the delay for those watching at home. I'm sure we'll have it sorted quickly. We can see there on the screen at the moment our jury.
So Emma's moved to 101, which will likely bring out Rachel for her opening attempt.
Always a bit nerve-wracking when a change doesn't come through from the back to the front desk.
Does have one of the lower clean and jerks for the 71s, so that would be why she was looking to capitalise on that relatively higher snatch.
Good clean.
Well held.
Great first lift there from Rachel. 3 white lights.
Happy with that?
So we're now looking to have 99 loaded, and this would bring out Rachel for her second attempt, and this is her automatic increment, so I'm sure we will see that go up, and most likely see Olivia come out for her first clean and jerk attempt at 100. So there's 100 kilos being loaded. We see the 15s come out, so these plate changes always take a little bit of time, although we've got a pretty efficient crew here loading the barbell. So we're seeing Olivia Salamaya come out for her first clean and jerk attempt. Again, Olivia's only 16, so huge, huge numbers from her. And we've just heard over the announcement that it's a New Zealand youth record attempt. So she's pocketed a few of those today already. Here comes Olivia. Great clean.
And a really solid opening lift there. Judges are happy, and Olivia's on the board.
With the New Zealand youth record. 2 attempts left. So we're seeing 100 reset on the barbell now, and this is going, looks like it's going to bring out Emma Wright for her second clean and jerk attempt.
Yep, doesn't look like there's going to be any changes here. Emma's onto the platform.
Up strong, push, get up, take your time.
Some good leg strength there from Emma.
Try.
Good jerk.
bit slow on the dip and drive there, so possibly even more room in the jerk if she sped that up a bit. Seeing people's attempts starting to spread out a little bit more, a couple of 101s, but Megan Signal looking to open on 103 and Samara on 104.
Just had 101 loaded on the barbell, and currently the call is on Emma Mcintyre for her first attempt. Does look like she's coming over. So Emma currently has a 4 kilo lead on Olivia in the snatch, after the snatch, with Olivia already securing a 100 kilo clean and jerk. All right, here comes Emma.
Morning.
Super powerful.
Leg strength is certainly not something Emma lacks.
No, definitely not. So great first attempt there. All right, we're going to see 101 reset. Currently the call is on Olivia, but I'm sure she'll go up after 100 already being put away by her. So we're more likely to see 102 come onto the bar. And this will bring out currently Rachel Duncan for her second attempt.
102 on the bar. Rachel not quite coming out. Looks like Megan will be taking the next lift at 103 kilos. Call is currently on Emma, but her coaches will have put the change in by now.
There it goes.
She's going up loaded please at 103 kgs at the bar. 103 kgs for Megan Signal's first attempt.
So again, Megan's best clean and jerk is 123.
She's rushing the loaders just a little bit, putting the pressure on.
Ready to go. Again, leg strength absolutely not something that Megan lacks. So great to see her put that overhead. Total on the board. So now the bar will remain at 103 and we'll see Rachel Duncan come out for her second attempt. I believe this will be a competition PB.
With an attempt to spare as well.
Yeah. So 103 loaded for Rachel. Good play. Beautiful jerk.
Can she hold it? Oh.
Little bit of vibration in that elbow. We'll just see what the
down signal then, but
good lift.
Jury seem happy with that too.
Definitely more of a shake versus an unlock.
Definitely nothing unconvincing there. Uncertain whether she had her feet together, but we can't really see from this angle, so don't take our opinion for it.
We're the backseat judges. Okay, we now have 104 loaded on the bar, and this is bringing out Samara Wright for her first clean and jerk attempt. So Samara making to look up a little bit of ground from the snatch session, and doing so with a big opener.
there from Samara.
Unfortunately, 2 red lights there. I suspect just a little elbow press. Really strong clean.
Will we get a replay here? We're in luck. Very little wobble there, so some strict judging by the referees. But
Just look, that left elbow just slightly, hey. There's no waiting between that clean and jerk, so obviously very confident. Just need to sharpen that up a little bit. We have Emma here coming out for her second clean and jerk attempt at 104. Olivia's pushed over her to 105. It's going to be a really great battle.
Again, a very comfy clean there for him. Unfortunately, couldn't quite lock
A little
that
bit
out.
dizzy there, I think.
So with this attempt at 105 for Olivia, that would still only tie her for 188, Emma. But because Emma completed the lift first, she would still be in the lead.
Yeah, so we might see Livy push up to 106 just to put, maybe. But she's also got some time to see here what Emma does. Currently on the calls on Samara to come out for her second clean and jerk attempt. Remained at 104 after a slight press out on her opener. So I'm sure we'll see her correct this. Come on, Mara, you've got it.
Another easy clean there. And what looks to be a very convincing jerk. 1 red light. You can see that from another angle. And just very little shaking there. So it's unfortunate to get a red light. This will put her in the lead in the 71 kilo session.
Up strong. Push through. Take your time. Really drive, straight line.
Looks like she is going to take this, which will
Yeah,
put the pressure on Olivia.
yeah. Really pushing her out in front of Olivia here, with Olivia having 2 attempts to catch up.
This lift is below Emma's best, so certainly capable of it.
Here she comes.
Strong man, come on. All 3.
Such an easy clean. Much better attempt. Great lift.
The judges are happy.
So secured a 191 total.
2 kilos off of the elite total that she hit last year, but
Pretty good showing.
separating the and clean and jerk program.
So next up we have Olivia coming out at 105. This will be an attempt to break the youth and junior 64 kilo record. So she'll be really looking to build her total now to push ahead of Emma. A couple of big clean and jerks coming up.
This stage looks like Emma is on track to gain the Commonwealth Games spot, but Olivia potentially looking to take that
Push
instead.
through there.
It would be a bit of an ask, but you never know what Olivia's capable of.
Just lost that clean forward there.
Looking to be just a little too heavy.
I think if she catches that right, she'll stand that up.
This is for Olivia's third attempt.
So the bar will remain at 105 for Olivia's third attempt, and then we will just be left with our 3 remaining 71 women to still finish off their clean and jerks. So again, Olivia gets that 2-minute clock. I don't believe we'll see her go up, but we may.
Olivia's going up.
She has moved up, so we've moved up to 106. Potentially just to give her a little bit more rest, and this is going to move the call back to Rachel Duncan for her third attempt in the women's 71s at 106, and here she comes.
Reloaded. Bars reloaded. Clock is up. Calls on Rachel Duncan.
I believe this will be a big PB again for Rachel.
These are some big lifts.
Big lifts.
All right, Rachel. Fast overs. Come on. Finish.
Good clean again.
Very tidy.
Really good attempt there.
Can't be too disappointed.
No,
with that.
first
That
time in
was
the New Zealand circuit. I think she should be very pleased with herself.
Let's now move the call to Samara Wright for her third.
So the call has now moved to Samara Wright for her third attempt at 106. I suspect we've just seen her coach move behind the curtain there to change the weight. They'll be really pushing now just to move and see what Samara needs to put away. So we've gone back to Olivia now with 106 on the bar, youth and junior New Zealand record.
Given that the clean did look a bit heavy, it'll have to be a big effort to get this.
Really good effort there from Olivia. Definitely someone to watch out for.
She'll probably come back in a few months' time and
That
hit that
away
with
plus
ease.
some. Yeah. All right, 2 lifters remaining in the competition, Samara Wright and Megan Signal. So we're seeing a few changes here and there. We've seen Samara go up to 107. We see her take this. No movement by the platform, so I assume they've gone up, but there hasn't been a change come through.
Yeah, not too sure what's
No,
going on.
here she
Yep,
comes. She's got 25 seconds remaining for a final clean and jerk attempt here at 107.
Just tends to put more suspense on the audience than it does the lifters. 10 seconds, but we already know that she gets into it pretty quickly, so she'll get this in time. Good leg strength there. A little bit shaky there, given how the refs have been judging earlier. Oh. 1 second left on the clock, definitely cutting it close. Megan is now the only lifter remaining in the competition with 2 attempts left. Potentially getting quite, well, a little closer to that 120 PB with that 3rd attempt.
Set it, mate.
So, Megan has secured the gold medal in this session, but obviously just looking to build closer to some previous lifts.
And keep building just to stay competitive in that 71 class for Com Games.
Yeah, more a proof of fitness than looking to secure a medal here.
So just that 2-minute clock running for Megan. I'm sure we'll see her come out and take the same lift again. Here she comes. Last clean and jerk of the session. Good clean. Much better attempt.
Hopefully the refs are happy with that.
Big smile. And 3 white lights.
Pretty good day at the office for Megan.
Yeah, great lifting there from the women's 59, 64 and 71 kilo lifters in the first session of the New Zealand International. So currently in the 59 kilo class in first place, Elizabeth Granger, and in second place, Mona Petroyas. In the women's 64 class, first place we have Emma Mcintyre, second place Olivia Salamaya, and third place Georgia Wed. And in our women's 71 class, first place Megan Signal, second place Samara Wright, third place Rachel Duncan, and fourth place Emma Wright, with some really close totals all through there.
Certainly some good competition here, and a really high standard of lifting.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll now be, I believe, staying online until... No, we will not be staying online until the medal presentation. So thank you for joining us all for the first session of the New Zealand International here. We will be back at 1:30 for the first men's session. Thank you very much from Hayley Whiting and Declan Ward.
See you later.